Welcome to Brawa. Welcome to the busyness of Bali and the shit that you probably won't see on many other social media things. To show you my life. So, we are back in Bali. We're back in Bali. I fucking love it, yeah. I think people have a different idea of what Bali really is. Because you see a lot of on social media and shit. Right now I'm staying in Barawa, same place I stayed last year, same area, except a little bit in a more quieter part. Ooh, and check at this. That's from a Nyepi. They basically parade those sculptures. That's a sculpture. They parade those sculptures. It represents all the bad spirits, it represents all the bad feelings, all the anger, all the negativity. And they parade them around the different banjars. This is early in the morning when it's considered quite quiet. And we already see quite a bit of traffic with people on scooters on their way to work and stuff. So, yeah, I haven't been doing much YouTube because I'll be honest, there's a mental block to it because I'm like, I'm not good at it. I need to focus on my Instagram reels and this and that. But fuck, I actually just love pulling a camera out and talking. So I'm gonna do a lot more of that. Whether it's just day in the life videos, whether it's me just talking shit on a walk like this, instructional video. I've got so much I can do that I just haven't because of that mental block. Be it my video editing. So if you're a video editor and want to work with me and I can give you just a shitload of videos, hit me up. I'm happy to do that. But yeah, I thought the more insight I just give people, the more I welcome people into my life, the more I can just do that. Fuck, maybe someone relates. My entire life mission, what I get fulfillment from, what I enjoy doing is just helping people. Helping people wherever I can. It's, when I was a kid, when I was even in high school, what I wanted to do, I could never tell, you know. On the one hand, I was like, fuck it, let's be an accountant, let's be a lawyer, you know, the classic. And then I went on a school trip in grade 11 when I was 17 to Joburg, and we went to a law firm. And I listened to the oak who was very passionate about what he did. And listening to what he does for work though, I was just like, what the fuck, I don't want to do that. So this is where I get my morning coffee every morning, because Urban Bites, they even do oysters. We're not going to have oysters this morning though. There are tons of mosquitoes here, holy shit. But let's get a coffee. Coffee's good. Got bitten by about 5 fucking mosquitoes there. That place, I love it, but I always get absolutely mauled by mosquitoes whenever I'm there. So, gotta start my walk. But we are currently 12 weeks out of show. 11 and a half weeks out of show. I've decided I wanted to compete internationally this year. I've never done an international show. I've never competed against international athletes. And since coming here last year, meeting the guys I did, everyone's like, bro, you need to compete internationally. So I took last year off. Not necessarily to grow. I mean, I did spend a lot of last year in a surplus. That's just because I didn't want to diet while I had all this food around me. End of last year, I started working with Aaron Straker. September last year, I'd been with my previous coach for 6 years with Steph. Steph played an instrumental role in helping me become the coach, the athlete. I thought, now I'm international, now I've got a lot more resources at my disposal. I decided, no, we need just a change. I met Aaron. Aaron's one of the owners at Undefeated. He was one of the first people I met here. I walked into the gym. He had said to me, Dev, this guy Daniel told me to reach out to you in case you need supplements, in case you need know where to go, in case you need to know anything. He has a supplement store, he has everything. shoot me a message if you need anything. And that was like, wow, bro, thank you. You just helping me. You're just helping me. Thank you. And it's the overwhelming feeling I have from people here. But anyway, we started with Aaron in September last year when I got back from Singapore. And I wanted to do the December show. I didn't tell many people this. There's the December show in South Africa. I was like, I want to do this. And we worked it out, and it was 12 weeks away from the day that I was going to be starting prep. The circumstances were not ideal, to say the least. The circumstances are never really ideal when I decide to start prep, because it's usually an impulsive decision. And I'd gotten to a point where I was weighing like 120 kilos. I was fat. And I was in a really bad mental space. I'd just gone through a rough breakup, and mentally I was not in a great place. And I wanted to find somewhere to put that kind of pain, I suppose. And I was like, what better way to deal with it than to just add more pain, you know? Distract myself from it. So we committed. I sat down with Aaron and I was like, bro, the show's in 12 weeks. Do you think we can do it? And he was like, bro, I mean, yeah, we can do it, but we're not going to be able to miss a single beat. He was like, every single day needs to be on. We cannot miss. I don't know your body. I don't know how you respond. I don't know how you operate. We cannot miss, though. We have to hit every single, milestone. And I was like, no, fuck it, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can lock in. We can go. We can go. And after about a week or so, I'd started coaching myself first. So I'd put myself in a huge deficit. At about 2,500 calories, I was like, fuck it, let's go, bro. And after a week, spoke to Aaron, he took me on. I kind of realized it was the wrong decision because everything else started falling apart. I mean, I had immediately no energy, immediately super high cravings, immediately super high hunger, immediately emotion skyrocketed. I was still dealing with this breakup. I was just not in a good place. And I mean, I remember the decision came when I was training legs and I did a warm-up set of hack squats and I just collapsed in the hack squat machine. And I went down to the bathroom and undefeated and I cried because I was sad. I was sad of the breakup. I was sad of everything. And I was just like, no, what the fuck? I went upstairs, chatted to Jack. Jack was one of my biggest supporters. He's been one of the best friends I've ever made in my life. One of the most helpful people ever. One of the people that's just been there for me no matter what. Loved me and supported me through any of my decisions, whether he agrees with them or not. He's loved and supported me. Jack is a real friend. Jack eats. Go follow him if you don't already. I'm sure every one of you know who he is. And I said to him, I was like, bro, I don't think this prep's a good idea. And he's like, you don't fucking say, hey. I'm kidding. He wanted me to do it. He still pushed me. He still supported me. And I decided, right, let's not prep. Let's pull back a bit. Let's just do a diet. So we dieted down for December. Brings us through to today. Aaron managed to somewhat reverse diet me up to 3,500 calories now. And we started prep 12 weeks out, 3.5 calories. I'm currently 11.5 weeks out, 3,400 calories. A lot more controlled, a lot more strength, a lot less hunger. I mean, hunger only kicks in this week, but manageable hunger. So this is where we are. This is how we're going to see how things go. Let's see how contest prep for the international shows. We're starting with Thailand on the 13th of June. Let's see how that goes. But welcome to Brawa. Welcome to the busyness of Bali and the shit that you probably won't see on many other social media things. To show you my life.